Go on.
It's going to get a bit milder this week.
What?
Carol can tell us. She's smiling.
You're both
That's always
right.
a good time.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. We're starting off on a chilly note, as Sarah mentioned, but it is going to turn that bit milder as we go through the course of this week. High pressure has been dominating our weather for such a long time. It's moving away, and an Atlantic low is coming our way. So the wind direction will change, but it will also turn a bit more unsettled.
Okay, it's going to be quite a transition. Him heading back to the UK, that map only proves it, Carol. Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Certainly this week, John, there is a transition in the weather. We're starting off on a chilly note for the first couple of days, but then it is going to turn milder. This is our temperature anomaly chart. You can see how the milder colours eventually sweep right the way across the UK, initially into the west on Wednesday, but for all of us on Thursday. Then as we head into the weekend, temperatures come down a little bit, but we're still going to be looking at 10s and 11s. Good morning to you too. It's certainly going to turn milder, but it will turn a bit more unsettled through the course of the week for some of us. It's a cold start this morning if you haven't yet ventured out.
We're all going to the beach. Well, you're at the beach already,
hello.
Carol.
It's lovely, isn't it, at the beach? Good morning, everybody. Well, we start this week with temperatures below average and we end it with temperatures above average. And you can see it's a bright start in Preston Pans this morning. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. It's a cold start to the day if you haven't yet ventured out, but for some of us, it's also a sunny one. As you can see from our Weather Watchers picture in Oxford and also in Aberdeenshire as well. Beautiful start to the day.
Spring, maybe. First hints,
Yes.
possibly?
Well, it's possibly because we could have temperatures as high as 16 degrees as we head towards Friday, but then they slip to about 11 or 12.
No, let's not talk about... I don't want to hear the slipping. I just want to stick with the double figures. That's fine. Well, we can have that.
Pull the plug out. Right.
Fantastic. Now, it's certainly been very cold out there today. Is it going to get any warmer? Here's Kate Kinsella.
Good afternoon. It was a cold start this morning, but we saw the welcome return of some sunshine. Beautiful sunrise down in the city, and we've had blue sky ever since. You can see from the satellite earlier.
Hello, so nice to see the sunshine today. It makes such a difference, even though it's been another cold day, and that's how we're starting this week. But there are some significant weather changes on the way as the week goes on.
The gloom has gone for a day or two at least. A cold start in Bedfordshire this morning, -6 degrees, but lots of blue sky and sunshine, and that helped lift that frost quite readily. But if we stick with Bedfordshire and we look through the week ahead, the story is on the change. If you like that cold, crisp weather, you've got to make the most of it, because by Thursday we are going to replace it with something milder, wetter and increasingly windier as well.
It is very cold on the roof. I have to say, it was lovely to see the sun, yes, but unfortunately we're not feeling any warmth up here. We've got this really chilly easterly wind. Now, of course, it's half term this week, so lots of people heading to London to enjoy the sights. You can see behind me the London Eye. But is the weather going to play ball? Well, it has today. We've had all that sunshine. Now, you can see earlier on, we had barely any cloud at all through today down in the southeast.
Now, time for the weather, and you'll notice Alex is away. He's doing something very important, looking after his new baby daughter who arrived last week. We're all sending him and his wife Imogen huge congratulations. So Joe is here with the full forecast. Joe, when's it going to warm up?
Oh, it will be getting warmer. Yes, many congratulations to Alex and family. We're all really thrilled for them. Half term, of course, this week. We'll want to get out and about over the next few days, and there's a real change in the weather for all of us across the UK as we head through this week. Things are turning a good deal milder. It's felt very cold so far in February. Temperatures by day have struggled to exceed 4 or 5 degrees. Now, average for the time of year is around 8 or 9. So it's no great shakes. And we're used to cold weather at this time of year, of course, but things are really changing as we head through this week. Temperatures will be on the up significantly as well. Before that, however, as you can see, we have a weather warning in place for tonight. Wintry sting in the tail. As we head through tonight, rain and sleet will be moving in, and we'll eventually see some snow up on higher ground around in parts of Scotland, perhaps northern England as well, through the early hours of tomorrow morning, extending up to around lunchtime tomorrow. So that warning is a yellow warning in place from 3 a.m. We could see perhaps around 5 centimetres of snow above 200 metres in the Scottish hills, but it'll be very icy for northern England and Scotland through the first part of tomorrow. Something to bear in mind if you're travelling. After that, a real shift in the weather. Of course, over the last few weeks, we've had that continental pull of very cold air from Europe, and there's a real change from midweek onwards. Things turn more Atlantic. That means it's going to be a good deal milder. Over the next few days, certainly from Wednesday, Thursday, you'll notice a real shift in temperatures upwards, potentially to around 15 or 16 Celsius in the south of the country by the end of the working week. It's not going to be sunshine, however, for all of us. Things are turning very unsettled. We're going to see fronts packing in from the west as we head through the next few days, and winds will pep up. So wet and windy conditions to end this week. But what do we have in store for the next 24 hours? Let's take a look now. Pretty wintry conditions across the north of England. We've seen snow in Newcastle this morning, and for parts of Scotland there's been a dusting of snow and a cold feel for all of us today, although there has been a few little pockets of brightness here and there. Over the next few days there'll be a real change in the weather. It's pretty cold for most places during the day tomorrow, and of course, as I mentioned, we have that snow across the north. It'll feel chilly. However, from Wednesday, Thursday onwards, temperatures are on the up. So a real mixture of weather over the next few days. If you're out on half term trying to get a day out, really prepare for everything. It's becoming milder, but looking very unsettled.
Got it. Thanks, Jo.